guys, it's Olivia here, and today I'm going to share with you some ways which help me care for my mental health. I've already talked about some of them in my videos about, for example, the suicidal thoughts, or in my other videos like the one before about pressure, but I don't think I've ever mentioned these ways, even if I think I haven't explained them enough. So I'm going to do this in this video, and well, let's start. The first thing is the acceptance for yourself, to remember that you're only human, you're already good enough, you got the right to make mistakes, and also to accept yourself even if you make a mistake, not only when you're perfect, right? Not only when you succeed, but also in the moments when you fail something. And you have to remember that nobody's perfect, and I don't think anyone ever will, at least from humans. The second way is to speak loudly about your feelings, about your emotions. If, for example, someone's behavior makes you mad, drives you crazy, then you shall definitely talk about it. Scientists have proven that the amygdala, which is responsible for the emotional reactions, gets less active when you already talk about them. And for example, when I feel ashamed, if I speak loudly about it, then the level of this horrible feeling gets lower, and of course it's not gonna disappear, but at least I've already learned to accept every single emotion, and to be honest with myself. And of course it's not about screaming in the center of town, hey people, I feel ashamed, but it's enough that you're honest with yourself and the other people, and that at least deep inside you're able to say, yes, I already feel ashamed at the moment. And it's okay to feel every single emotion, even if it's described by some people as the negative one. But personally, I wouldn't say emotions are negative or bad, because they are something which makes us alive, and something we are supposed to feel. And also something for example, fear. Well, this emotion is supposed to keep us alive. The other way is the bigger assertiveness. And well, if you see that someone's trying to take your place in the queue, for example in the grocery store, then you shall definitely react to it. And if you see someone's behaviors not okay towards you, then you shall also talk about it loudly, because later you're gonna feel big frustration inside and be why haven't I reacted? Or for example, when someone insults you and you don't do anything, then it's why did I let my inner child suffer at the moment? Some other cool ways are, for example, the support group. Well, I do belong to a group which isn't kind of the support group, because it's more like a psychological group or a fan club of one YouTuber, but being in that group helps me a lot. It's a Polish group, and it helps me a lot because the people there do understand me. We do support each other, and it's also a good place to take advice if you've got, for example, trouble with some decision. Also, when something's wrong in your life and you need someone to talk to, then you can let the group know, and even ask for someone to talk to you about that problem. The other way is writing your own journal, and I remember myself writing like journals and writing about my feelings, and it's also a good way, especially if you've got like trouble talking to the other people. Some other ways are like, for example, singing to free the emotions, to release the emotions. It helps me a lot. And also I try my best to enjoy like the little moments in my life, and it makes my life way happier. I personally do read like lots of psychological books, and also I watch like endless number of psychological videos, because the bigger knowledge I have, the more effectively I can help myself. But of course, you have to remember that watching the psychological videos, even mine, although I'm the student of psychology, are not gonna replace therapy and treatment. The last thing I've noticed is that when something wrong happens, people do blame themselves, although it's not always their fault. It's something like taking the whole responsibility like on my shoulders for someone's like actions. And for example, I remember myself like being worried all the time because my friend had suicidal thoughts, and of course, it's not a problem which is supposed to be ignored. Of course, it's not, but it's more like I was the whole 24 hours worried if my friend's going to do something to himself. Just can't watch the other human, I can't look after the other human like the whole 24 hours. Okay guys, so I've just reminded myself about one extra way, and it's probably more like caring for someone's mental health, but I just thought that as we're talking about caring for the mental health, I mention it. So if you see that something's wrong with somebody, let's say that it's a child that seems to be anxious, like with no reason, for example, or if you hear, for example, begging for help and screaming and like even the violence from behind the wall, then you shall also react, because that's the way you can save somebody's health and life. So that's it for now. I hope you'll find these ways helpful, and also I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, please leave big thumbs up and also share it. And also you can hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the other vlogs. And well guys, bye!